I did one too many. What's up? How you doing? Here we are, Monday, beginning of the week. Technically, it's really day 2 of the week, but I never go by Sunday being day 1. I always think of Sunday as being number 7, but it's actually the first day of the week, and Monday's number 2. But for me, it's always number 1. Anyway, I have a CD here, Teatro by Willie Nelson. It's a few years back, but I got it because he recorded this CD, this album, in a theater up in Bakersfield, and I'm a fan of Bakersfield. I love going up there. I go up there often. I just can't figure out where this theater was, or is. Maybe it's still there. Maybe it's in the credits. I want to say about Willie Nelson, I just bought his new CD a couple of days ago, and pretty good tunes on it. But I will say that he's pretty amazing. He puts out an album at least once a year, at least, sometimes 2 albums a year. So he's always in the studio. He's got, if you go to Discovery, you'll see a ton of Willie Nelson albums. I actually saw him live back in, I think it was 2005. Los Lonely Boys opened up for him, which I'm a fan of. I love that band. I don't know what happened to them. I think they broke up. Hopefully they get back together. I think they broke up. But yeah, big fan of Los Lonely Boys. But Willie Nelson, big fan of his. So I don't know if this theater that he recorded this in is still there, or they tore it down. I'm not sure. I don't know if I open this up. They make these hard to open. You know, you need like a knife. Hold on. Knife. Teatro. I have a friend. His name is Filiatro. Means friend of doctor. Teatro is pretty close, but his is Filiatro. He owns Tranquility Lounge, one of the best restaurants, best steak, good service. I don't see anything here where it says the name of the place. I will look at it a little bit more closely, but right now, I mean, I see a hint where maybe that's the top of the theater, but it does not say the name. So I don't know. Have to do more investigation, because I checked up on Wikipedia and it did not list the name of the theater. I mean, it has a name on the back. I'll look it up. Anyway, gonna listen to this in a bit. But tonight we're gonna have a meal, and part of that meal is going to consist of French fries. So we have to peel these like Beetle Bailey used to do, and then fry them up in some good oil. What's up? We're back. My daughter Amanda is joining us.
Hi.
We're gonna make some French fries. Got the knife here. And also, we're gonna have a little bit of a beverage, nice and cold. I just took it out of the coldest part of the refrigerator.
Refreshment.
And I don't know if you can see that. Let's see now.
I also got
Moly Cola.
I think we have previewed this before.
Yes.
Really good. It's like Coca-Cola but better.
So we're gonna open this up now.
I'll open mine.
What's that smell like?
Beer.
It's like a wine, but it's made out of, like, I don't know, some kind of tree sap from Thessaloniki, Greece. Product of Greece. So we're gonna give it a little try.
Look, I'm gonna open it with my bare hand. I can't open it with my bare hand.
So always drink responsibly. Do not drink and drive. Otherwise, you're gonna end up regretting it. So better safe than sorry. Don't get involved with that. Okay, you done?
I can't open it. Help me. How do you open it so fast? Oh, I wanted to pour it.
Okay.
Unfair.
Okay. That's good.
By being a delivery person, I delivered them.
So, cheers.
Why is there such a tiny cup? How is it?
It's refreshing, but for somebody who is not familiar with this beverage, they may think that they're having some kind of floor cleaner or furniture cleaner. But very refreshing.
This is good. Tastes like the same, but I think it'd be better.
We're gonna have a little bit with our meal, so I'm not gonna drink that whole thing.
Why did I take this cow? Look, I can do it so easily. It's like a nice cup though. I feel like it'd be a good jar if it had a lid and if like it was more opened up. Because it's like if you hold somebody's like holding by the throat.
Sure, yeah.
You're good at cutting.
The knife does all the cutting.
I mean, well, you need some work into it because if you have your fingers like this, no more fingers. So if you have no more fingers, how are you gonna cut? So your hand is needed, technically.
They always say never use a dull knife to do any kind of cutting with because you'll apply too much pressure to cut whatever it is to compensate, and you'll end up cutting. You'll end up cutting your finger or something. But I always find the opposite is true. A dull knife has never cut me. A sharp knife has.
Today was a good day at school, you know, like the regulars. Just today was a Monday. Don't like Mondays. Mondays are not that good. But when I get home, And then when you have homework, it's just kind of bad.
So, hold on. All right, so we got a bunch of them cut up into fries. I'm gonna mention something about Mondays. When I was a senior in high school, we had this teacher who, I don't know if he was, but for me, he seemed like a guy who would have been a flower child in the 60s. He had that way of talking and very soft-spoken, nice guy. And he kind of had that hairstyle, except it would be, you know, shorter than the, you know, like if he was a hippie back then. So it was about that long to the side and it was all poofy like a televangelist. And very nice guy. But every Monday when we would get to that class, and that class was like in the basement, it was in the basement of the school, and we'd get in there and it was away from everybody down below. And that class would not start until we, the class, sang the chorus of the song Just Another Manic Monday by the Bangles. And every time I hear that song, it brings me back to that time, senior year in high school, when we would sing that just before class began. Think about high school. Wink of an eye was over. But even worse, wink of an eye, here we are many, many years later. It seems like yesterday sometimes, but then other times you feel like the time went by.
Too quick?
Very quick. Very quick. And for some reason, the older you get, the faster it seems to go.
It's like one blink and then 20 years pass.
Right.
So, Baz, does this look like stairs?
Yes.
It is not. It is a trick that plays with your mind.
Okay, we're done with the French fries. Now we're gonna go rinse them and then fry them up.